Do you find yourself wasting a ton of time on finding the best social media tools out there for your business? Then you are not alone. I've been there, done that, and in today's video, I'm sharing 5 social media tools that I've wasted my time on so that you don't have to. Hey, my name is Mil and I own a multi-six-figure social media agency, and I now help social media managers do the same. If you're an aspiring 6-figure social media manager, then make sure you download my free roadmap to becoming a 6-figure social media manager that I will drop in the description below. Now let's dive in. The very first social media tool that I hate is a very popular social media management platform. Now, before I reveal which social media management platform this is, I want to give some context. I have used them in the very beginning of my social media journey. And of course, the social media management platform space is highly competitive. But unfortunately, I don't have many good things to say about this platform. And the platform it is called Hootsuite. Hootsuite is an extremely popular social media management platform, and quite frankly, one of the most popular. I am absolutely not a fan. I think their platform is very chaotic and the price tag is extremely high, especially if you're just starting out or if you're trying to keep expenses down for your business. They aren't very transparent about their pricing because there are a lot of add-on features, so it's not as all-in-one as they make it out to be. Now, one thing they are very good at is SEO. They're very good at search engine optimization, and this means that most likely you have run into Hootsuite one time or another, right? So this was the very first platform I ran into when I started in my social media manager career, and that's something they're very good at. They're very good at branding and marketing themselves and putting themselves out there to get their name and brand known. But I don't believe their name and their platform actually lives up to these standards because I don't think they're very good. I think there are way better social media management schedulers and platforms out there for you to use at a much friendlier price. So one of the platforms I use a lot myself is Cloud Campaign. I have several videos on them and on how to use them. They even have a 14-day free trial if you want to check them out, but I'm absolutely not a fan of Hootsuite. If you have a different experience, I'd love to hear. Drop it in the comments below. The second social media tool that I hate is a hashtag focused research tool, right? Now, to give some context behind this, I believe this tool has pivoted quite a bit since they first started out. So they started out as Flick hashtags. That's what they became known for. And it was really a tool that was there to help you research hashtags, to get more reach, right? To get ranked on hashtags. It would even analyze whether you got ranked on hashtags. And so in the beginning of time, this is a couple of years ago, where hashtags were such a big deal, right? It would almost make or break your content. This tool became quite popular and booming, and I saw it almost everywhere. Back then, I thought it was quite good, but nowadays, in 2024, hashtags truly don't make or break your content, and this tool is quite pricey for what it does, and especially because you can do hashtag research and analysis manually inside the platform and through other social media management tools, right? And so this is a platform that I was not a big fan of, and also the data wasn't always correct. So sometimes it would tell me I didn't rank for certain hashtags, while I could manually see inside of Instagram that I did rank for certain hashtags. I wasn't very satisfied about the tool, and especially right now, I think there's no point of really doing that in-depth of a hashtag research, because you should really be focusing this time on creating better content, creating more content, better, right? Getting to know your audience and diving deeper into that research versus doing hashtag research. Now, as I mentioned, this tool has pivoted a lot, and I believe they're now called Flick Social or Flick by itself. And so obviously they have probably recognized themselves too that they can't just rely on being a hashtag tool, but are now offering social media scheduling, right? More of a management tool, analytics. And so this pivot makes a lot of sense for them because it wasn't a great tool to begin with, in my opinion. Have you ever heard of Flick Social or Flick? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Now, the third social media tool that absolutely hate is a video-based social media tool. It is more like a subscription. So it is an app, but it does involve actual people and a team that will do video editing for you. Now, they market themselves as they do unlimited video edits, right? And their turnaround is 24 to 48 hours. And they will edit all of your video content into Reels, but also even for YouTube and other platforms if you want to, in your exact branding. Now, they're called Story, and I will link them below as well or over here. So I had an extremely bad experience with them. I was very happy in the first month working with them until the second, third month that I started to realize that they're not living up to their hype, right? Getting a 24 and 48 turnaround is extremely fast, but if you're telling your customers that, they are going to expect that. So I started to use them for our clients even, right? As we saw them as an extension of our team, and it became a total mess. They started to deliver video and content that wasn't in the correct branding. They started to mess up branding. They were late on turnarounds. They always had excuses that they were low on staff. It was just very, very messy. I'm not a fan. And again, extremely high price tag for not living up to their deliverables and expectations, right? So when we went through that experience, we actually pivoted from them into Opus Clip. I've talked about them before. They are an amazing video repurposing AI tool, and they are very, very cheap compared to a tool like Story. And so what we do with a lot of the content for clients, we can take long form content such as YouTube, podcasts, or Zoom conferences, whatever you will, and you can put them into Opus Clip and it will generate clips for you in your branding with your subtitles. And so we've been really, really happy with Opus Clip since. But Story is a tool I would recommend you to stay away from at all costs. Now, the fourth social media tool that I hate is an Instagram focused social media tool. Now, before I reveal what tool this is, I want to kind of explain what it does. So it was originally created to preview Instagram grid views, right? So this app is called Preview app. And so what it would do is it would preview what your grid would look like, and you could upload pictures manually, right? And you can curate your grid. Now, maybe years ago this would have been great, but now in 2024, almost every single social media management platform already has this integrated into their calendars, right? So to me, right now, it's completely useless to purchase an extra app to curate a grid view. And very similarly to Flick, they actually pivoted over time, because how I met them or how I ran into them as a tool, they were only doing grid previews for you to schedule content inside of their app. But now they are a full planning and social media scheduling type app, and even provide analytics and whatnot. So again, they're pivoting because, you know, it wasn't relevant anymore now to just be providing a grid view for users. So again, it's not a tool I like. If you want a good social media management tool, you just need to get an all-in-one tool, just like Cloud Campaign that I mentioned. If you want to see a full breakdown of Cloud Campaign, I actually did a comparison video of Cloud Campaign versus Hootsuite, who I'm obviously not a fan of, as I mentioned earlier in this video. So check that out and let me know what you think. Now, the fifth and final social media tool that I hate is, again, a video creation based tool. Now, this is an actual tool, an app where you can create video, and it's called Anymoto. I am just not a fan overall of this app because it's really giving stock photography, stock video vibes, right? It is a tool that makes it very easy to create videos, probably for business owners who do social media and things like that themselves. And it's very much drag and drop, where you can put video into templates, but it very much looks like slideshows and that types of video content, which quite frankly just doesn't work for social. So this is a tool that I absolutely do not recommend. Tools that are great for social media video based, right? Again, Opus Clip that I mentioned, CapCut, right? That provides trends and the trendy social media type vibe, but you really want to stay away from the stock photography, stock video type of style. And that's really what kind of styles I've seen in Animoto. So I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't know if you guys have ever used it or checked it out, but if you had a positive experience with it, I want to know too. Let me know in the comments below, since I clearly did not have a good experience with it. Now, this wraps up the 5 social media tools that I absolutely do not recommend for you to use. Hopefully this will save you some time so you don't have to try them out for yourself. If you have any other tools that you do not recommend to other social media managers, let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe because I publish weekly videos. So I'll see you in next week's video.